Richie, District Administrator for the Northland Pines School District, and welcome to my December videocast. As you can see today, I am in our Automotive Tech Lab, where I've got some students behind me working on their vehicles. We are fortunate here at Northland Pines to have a wonderful technology education department. This auto lab is just one example of our great facilities. Many of you may have heard about the Northland Pines School District looking at a proposal to restructure our district as far as the grade levels. Currently we have a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade middle school and a 9th through 12th grade high school, along with our pre-K through 5 elementary school. What we are looking at doing is moving our 7th and 8th grade students over into the high school building. If this transition happens, what it would look like is basically our 7th and 8th grade students would be housed in the high school, but it would act as a middle school, and we would continue to have our high school students attending our 9th and 12th grade high school. So technically our middle school students would simply be housed in the high school. We would continue to offer all of our middle school activities that we currently offer, and that would be important to keep the middle school philosophy. A study committee has been working on this proposal for the last 4 months. This committee has done a vast amount of research looking at grade structures across the state. In fact, they visited 3 7 through 12 school buildings: New Berlin Eisenhower, New Berlin West, and Peshtigo. They talked to many administrators, they talked to staff, parents, and students how this concept works. Part of the rationale and the reasoning behind looking at this proposal is to give our students more opportunities. The labs we have here, whether it's woods, autos, metals, technology, computers, face, band, music, if you look at every area, we can offer our students so much more. If you look at the academics, there is a new law that allows 7th and 8th grade students to take high school credit. We currently have 11 students that walk over from the middle school every day to take high school classes. This would allow more students the opportunity to take high school classes if they chose to go that route. The bell schedule right now makes it difficult for middle school students to take high school classes without missing any instructional minutes of either the high school or the middle school. Also, one of the new laws that's out there is to have a career plan beginning with 6th grade for our students. Again, by being housed in this building, they would have more opportunity to look at their career path, get hands-on applications. One law out there is also course options and youth options, which allows high school students to take college credit while in high school. Again, they would have more opportunity to have this done. Enrollment plays a big factor. When we look at our entire district, if we look at the enrollment of the high school, for example, in 2006, when the high school building opened up, we had 584 students. Today, we have 420. The reason for this decline in enrollment has to do with the senior class being much larger in the pre-kindergarten and kindergarten class that are coming into our district. If we look at our K-8 building and we look at the enrollment, I can break it down into 2 areas. The middle school end of the building is currently at 247 students, while the K-5 area is at 398 students. Now, the K-5 area, there's no empty classrooms. Students are in rooms that are not designed to be classrooms. By moving the 7th and 8th grade students into the high school, we can utilize the space better over at the K-8 and create more teaching spaces available for our students. We also have a number of our teachers that on a daily basis walk over to the middle school from the high school or from the middle school to the high school for teaching assignments. A few years ago, we actually changed the bell schedule or the periods so the high school and the middle school have a modified block schedule 8-period day. The problem, however, is when you look at passing time. If you look at the high school, for example, our passing time, our students have 5 minutes. At the middle school, they have 3 minutes. Also, the lunch periods make it very difficult. As we get further into the day, the bell schedules get further apart. So teachers are either coming a little bit late or leaving class a little bit early as they go from building to building if their prep period does not follow their teaching assignment. This is the same for students. They're losing instructional minutes. If they were all in one building, it would be much easier for our staff and for our students on a daily basis. This makes sense educationally. If we moved our 7th and 8th grade students into the high school building, it would be the best utilization of our buildings throughout our district. It would create more classroom space, more opportunities for our students, and a better learning environment. My hope is that we all can work together to come up with the best way to educate our students in the Northland Pines School District. The study committee has done a lot of research looking at, is this a good proposal? As we look at some of our state initiatives, Agenda 2017 talks about career and college readiness. We have to make sure our students are ready to enter the workforce or to attend college, whether that's a four-year college or a technical college. Again, by moving students over to the high school, those 7th and 8th graders would have many opportunities at a much earlier age. Also then allowing for more advanced classes as they go through their high school years. We want to have a solid educational system in place. By making this move, I truly believe as a superintendent it is best for kids. I'm not concerned about having 7th or 8th graders housed in this high school building. For an example, after school we have many 7th and 8th graders that are in the building all the time. In the commons area, in the library area with their high school students. Also, as the committee has developed a plan, we would have 7th and 8th graders in one area of the high school for 3 of their core subjects. All their lockers would be in an area close to their core areas. As we recap our 712 proposal, looking at why this would be good for the Northland Pines School District, I'll leave you with this. It would be the best utilization of our facilities. It would also be the best utilization of our staff. It would be more opportunities for students across the district. There's a strong possibility that could be a cost savings to the district. It would also be the best way to meet new state initiatives and school reform. It would eliminate the 9th grade transition. I would like to end this videocast with a quote from the Superintendent Robert New of the Oklahoma City School District. He states, "Every one of us wants progress, but none of us likes change. So I challenge all of us, it's time to change our behaviors so our students will be successful, as they are counting on us."